Hi Pisces, how are you? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to your July reading. I know I'm a little bit late, so I apologize for that, but I think you still will be getting a lot of good things out of the reading, so keep watching. Okay, so first card fell out and we'll start with that. So you got the Devil. Let's see what else you got. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, two major arcanas right from the get-go, so I think before the eclipse on the 7th, you really got a lot of, well, before Mercury goes in retrograde, I think there is a lot of stuff happening for you already. So that's quite an intense energy to go into the retrograde. And you have a third major arcana card, a fourth. Wow, you and Taurus both got a lot of major arcana cards. Interesting. So a lot of things happening for you guys. But let's see what you got. Okay, so like I said, you have the Devil upright and then the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and then you have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So I think for some of you this is going to be more about really reassessing your toxic relationships with people around you, with your friends, with your family, assessing your boundaries that you have with them. You know, it could also be maybe like you're having a little bit too much I wouldn't say you're having too much of, because I wanted to say something, but I'm going to rephrase this. I think maybe for some of you maybe a little bit too being a little unsafe when you're dating, in the sense of that maybe you should be using a bit more protection, and you know, like, or maybe a little bit overdoing it. Maybe you're like going out and partying too much and having too much to drink, and then, or maybe for some of you, you're like wanting some sort of a change in the relationship to happen, and then maybe, but it's like this codependency that you have between you and the other partner, or you and your work, or maybe because like, you know, with work too, we're codependent, because in a way it's like, well, you go to work because you need the money and they pay you the money, but it's up to you to really decide if you want to quit. You know, you're the one to take action about it, right? So it's more about the Wheel of Fortune here. It's like you stalling that action of like really breaking down the chains of the codependency between whatever the situation is, being at work, being in a relationship, being with your own like health habits. So you're really the one to really take that action. It's only up to you to do so. So I think for you, a lot of those themes are coming up during that Mercury retrograde, that you're going to see, like, you're going to be really presented with like those issues where it really come front and center for you. For some of you, a certain situation more than others, certain aspects of your life more than others, but no, they will come out, and really you will be forced to like kind of face them. Because with the Eight of Cups here in reversed, I feel like for some of you really will be able to let go, and then really be able to kind of conquer this toxicity that you have in your life, and then really move on and move forward. But at the same time, it's kind of a bad time for this to happen, because and for you to like try to progress and try to move on to like a healthier lifestyle and to a healthier relationship, because it's Mercury retrograde. So in one aspect, yes, maybe you're like, yeah, maybe this is a relationship that should be quitting, and then for some of you you'll be like, no, I still don't see it, because with the moon it's like, you know, it's the veil is still there, and it's like double the veil, because you have the moon and it's also Mercury retrograde. So it's like you're not really going to know where to go, what to look for, and how to see things, you know. But then know that like after the 16th, after the second eclipse of the month, you know, with the Hermit here, I feel like you're gonna find the answers. But you have to go within, you have to do that soul searching, you have to do that work, the inner work of like you, instead of actually taking any specific action right now of moving ahead, of making any big changes in your life, big major shifts, like either breaking up with a partner, or quitting a job, or starting a new job, or maybe like picking up, like maybe exercising, or like, you know, it's almost like, I feel like it's almost kind of the same thing as happens around the first of the year, where everybody's writing down, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then by the second part of the month, there's, you know, people fall through on their plans. So this is kind of what's with Mercury retrograde happening. But again, it's not going to affect everybody the same, for some more than others. But with you specifically, I really feel like this is more a time of like kind of writing down things that you want to achieve, things that you want to move from, things that are toxic in your life, things that you're codependent to and with, and then kind of really ponder on that. Really think about that, because with the moon here front, right in the middle of the month, right, it's gonna be, you're gonna not be able to see clearly everything. So that's why I write it down, really meditate and journal about those things, because you know your actions will be inspired, and your right actions will be inspired only after you do that soul searching. Because the Hermit is the card of, you know, going within and really finding that light within yourself. So finding that knowledge and that guidance, you know, that's gonna get you through the dark times, you know, and get you from like point A to point B when everything just looks so dark and murky, right? And see how like the star here, it's how beautiful that is. I really love this card, where it's like, you know, like you have that light within and you know exactly what needs to be done. But with Mercury retrograde, it's going to be a little fuzzy, really fuzzy to see the details. So write it down, because by the end of the month, and I love this for you, Cancer, I mean Pisces, I love this for you. You're going to be so stable. For some of you, you will be able to move on from whatever the toxic relationship is in your life, with either work, with your partner, with your friends, with your family, whatever the case might be. Even maybe at home, maybe you have a roommate that's been nagging and not being like, you know, cleaning their dishes, or maybe drinking too much or something like that, and being like a pest. So maybe, so by the end of the month, you will find that stability. You will find that home that you're looking for. You will be able to, in a way, I mean, we don't have the Magician here, but I feel like you will be able to manifest something. You will be able to get to a point of like, okay, I know what I want and I know how to get it. Because the King of Pentacles, he has everything he needs. He's, you know, and he has the drive, and he has the power, and he has, you know, the authority to do that, right? So it's almost like allowing yourself to do those things, right? So, but it's only after you do that soul searching, because by the end of the month, you will be ready to come out of that shadow, to come out of like that, you know, like the closed off, and then that, I don't know, it's almost the shell that I want to say. And then not only that, but not only are you going to find stability, but you're also going to be really excited about what's to come. You know, like for some of you, you might be like reaching out to other people for different projects. And for some of you, when this wheel was upright a couple months ago, maybe a couple weeks ago, you started something new that you maybe now it's kind of like you didn't see anything happening. But I think now, coming into August, because this is the card, the energy that you bring from with you into August from July. So I think for some of you, you'll finally see the benefits of something you've started a couple of months ago, a couple of weeks ago, and then you'll be like, oh my god, yes, finally. And you're gonna have that determination and power to actually leave the situation that was toxic and really stand on your own feet. For others of you, if it's relationship related, you will find that person, or somebody will come into your life that will be that mentor for you, that will be like, okay, this is what you need to do. And then for some reason, sorry, I switched from like a love relationship to like a financial advisor. So for some of you, finances will become, you know, into play, and where you really want to get clear on what you want to do with your job, with your work, with your money, and maybe doing a side project, maybe starting like another business or something like that, and you just weren't sure because you were all tied up with other little projects. But in any case, you will be like finding that mentor in your life that will be able to guide you through the process, and you will be able to, like, you know, focus on the future now versus focusing on other things. But with the beginning of the month, really, I see a lot of excesses. I see a lot of drinking. I see a lot of partying, a lot of sex too, a lot of like this sexual tension, as well as like toxic codependency with either work, with and other aspects in your life. But by the end of the month, kind of like, you know, through meditation, through taking a step back and looking at both sides, and looking even like at all the sides, not just two sides, right? finding really what is the drive for you. It will be something that will make you get stable and really find that like courage to really move forward from these toxic. And not only that, but I have to say, because if you do these changes at the end of the month and maybe even on August, you'll have a more likelihood of sticking to those plans versus if you do it in the middle of the month or beginning of the month. So that's something to keep in mind. And let me pull an oracle card for you for your love life specifically and see what's going on there. And what's the advice for you for this month? Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Well, what did I tell you, Pisces? This is not the right time to make major shifts in your life. Wait for it till the end of the month and maybe even August after the retrograde is over. You will find that, but you have to do the work within yourself and to really do that, really see what's toxic in your life, you know, see where you can improve, see where you can let go of excesses, see where you can balance things out. You know, is it a diet? Is it drinking? Is it maybe like not talking to coworkers as much? Maybe not like telling them too much? Maybe not giving too much of your time to a project? You know, it's all of those things that you will have to really look into. Write them down and really see where you can let go of that and see how those things are holding you back from your full potential. Because, you know, at the end of the month, it's something beautiful that's coming for you with relationships specifically. You know, in order for you to be able to find that right person or for that person to find you, you have to be standing on your own 2 feet. You have to be able to let go of like toxic relationships that no longer serve you and like not even look back. It's just, that's it. You're letting them go, you know, and then start fresh, start with a new chapter. And then for some of you too, I think for some reason I was like, that thing came to mind where it's like for some of you, maybe you are really attached to somebody that you're like kind of looking at a distance for some reason, or maybe you're like not in the same town, or maybe like they've been having a crush for a while. And then with this card is, you know, kind of like let them be for now because they're going through some things as well, and maybe right now it's not the right time to really profess your love towards them, you know, because like with the moon too, your actions might be taking, your actions and words might be taking not as you meant them to be. So kind of wait till the end of the month into August, and then there's a lot more stable energy, there's a lot more of abundant energy coming for you. So, you know, wait till then. Okay, that's it for now, Pisces. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in August. Okay, bye.